Hello, welcome back. It is Uflet, and today I'm doing a more informative video than one of my past stuff, and it is pretty much just Cypher Setups, and I think maybe like, I don't know, one or two Icebox setups for Sova, because I'm doing Sova and Icebox now because I can't play Cypher. But yeah, most of these will be from me, and actually some of them will be from me, and some others would be from like YouTubers such as Peak and stuff like that. So I'll put them down in the link below. And I'm using a test dummy called Stormer21. So he's here with me right now. So like, say hello. Yeah. Alright. And before I start, make sure you just like and subscribe, because that'd be really great, and it takes a long time to make these videos, and I'm in the holidays now, so I will start recording more. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, for the first setup for Ascent B, first of all you want to just crouch in this corner here, and you just put your crosshair on the corner of that floating house over there, and all you have to do is press Q, and you can place one smoke or two smokes. If I recommend one smoke, because then, so next you put your trap Y there, you put another trap Y there, you have your other smoke to just throw over there. So if the enemies go through there, you can just catch them off with the smoke. And you basically just jump and place your camera over there. And what's going to happen is when the match starts, the enemies are going to rush through here. You just activate your smoke while they cross the trap wire. So if they push, you can see them through the smoke and you shoot them. Or you can just go shoot their legs. And if they actually do get past it, they'll come over here, they'll activate the trap wire, you can just activate your smoke, and you can shoot them through the wall, and they won't know what's happening. And I'll show you what that looks like now. So yeah, when they come, you just activate your smoke, they'll be like this, they don't know exactly what's going on, so they're just going to go through the trap wire, and you can shoot them through the one way. If they get past, like I said, you just activate this one, and you can just wallbang them through the wall. And they won't really know what's happening because they can't see anything. Alright, now to A. Alright, A is a bit more complicated, but you'll get the hang of it. So pretty much all you do is you jump and place your camera right there, so you'll be able to see all of sight. You place one of your trap wires there, and you place your other one in the diagonal. So what that does is it catches them off guard when they're trying to close the door when they're on sight. And for this smoke, all you do is you get the line between your smokes and your camera, and just put the ends of that on the corner of that line, and you just line it up with the actual line. And all you do is just press Q, and pretty easy lineup once you get used to it. And you place your smoke here, so that since the lineup's only there, it covers that bit as well. And what you want to do is, when the timer goes off, you just stand here, and I'll show you what happened. Yeah, so when they come through, you just stand on the box. They come through, you can tap them if you want, and then you activate your smoke for the one way. The problem with this one is they can see whoever's sitting down here, but you have a really good spot when it comes up here, because they cannot see it, and you can see like the whole chest. And if that smoke doesn't work, or they get past, just activate this one for cover. You can move around here or something. They activate the trap wires, and you can just shoot for the wall. And also you can zap them and just shoot for the wall. So pretty easy. Now on to Icebox. Alright, for Icebox on A, personally I don't really like Icebox. It's not really that fun for Cypher, because there's not any actual like one ways or lineups you can really do, but you'd probably just go with the basic. I mean, just trap wires, and then you put a smoke on the trap wire. That's pretty much all you need to do. But there are some pretty good camera spots. So if you come up here when the match timer goes on, and you crouch jump, when the timer goes off, you can jump and place your cam right there. But mainly the trap wires you'd put on just here. You place your smoke, then you come over here, then you'd also place your smoke, and then when the match timer goes off, which I'll show you right now. So when this timer goes off, you just jump and you can place your trap wire just like so. I'm being cam just like that, and you can pretty much see if they're rushing or not, which is pretty useful, and all of sight. But when they're on site, you can just jump down if you want. They pass the trap wire, you can just smoke, shoot, and then yeah, smoke, shoot. So pretty good one, but no one ways. Personally, Icebox is just really boring for me, so I don't play Cypher on it. But yeah, normally I do play Sova on Icebox, but I'll just show you a bunch of Sova lineups after this because that's what I play. Alright, now on to B. Basic stuff as well. Nothing really going on here. But you just place the trap wire there, put a smoke down, place another trap wire here, so that covers both sides, so they can't push that. And you want to get your cam, and you want to place it maybe about here. Well, you can place it anywhere, but this spot's pretty useful because they can't really see it. And also, you can watch mid and around tube and all that. So yeah, pretty basic stuff, and let's get on to Split. Honestly, Split is my favorite map out of all the maps for Cypher because there's tons of lineups and there's like a one-way on each side. So I've gotten a lot of aces from Split, but this is the best setup in my opinion. But yeah, you can change it the way you like it, but this one is very, very useful and it covers the whole site. So first of all, you just want to jump, place your camera, make sure you land on the box so you don't take fall damage like this. Maybe not like that. But then you just place a trap right here. This stops them from coming here. Then you can just place a smoke if you want, or you can save the smoke. Either way, I like keeping that smoke there. Then you place a trap wire on the bin, and you just come here. It doesn't really matter where you stand, just come close until you see the wooden line, and then you want to put your crosshair on the wooden line, and then just place your smoke. Pretty simple, pretty simple. And if they have a raise bot or they keep using the bot and it keeps tagging it, you know, just change the setup depending on the other team. And I'll show you what this setup looks like. So when the timer goes off, you stand around either there or here, and you just wait for the enemy team through the cam. You can just watch them, and also you can watch mid in case they come through mid. And when they start rushing you, activate your cam and then just shoot. Pretty simple. But if they keep pushing, you can come around here. You can stand in the box, wait for the trap wire to go off, and just shoot there. And if they keep pushing, they just activate the trap wire, and you put your smoke, and you just shoot them. So this will cover the whole site, and you can also just tag. And it's a really, really strong setup in my opinion, because it can stop the whole team from pushing. And a lot of the times they just rotate because they can't get a hold of the site. And now to A. For A, there's two setups that I use, and both are really useful. One's a basic setup, and one's a more advanced. And at the start of the rounds, well, at the start of the game actually, you may want to use the basic setup first, so you don't reveal anything to the other team. Because if you use the advanced setup, and they know about it, they can end up just killing you instantly, which is what you don't want. So, in my opinion, just use this first setup in the first few games, and then you move on to the more advanced setup and get those aces. So for this setup, all you want to do is, there will be a wall here, and first of all you just want to put your trap wire there, place the smoke down. You can jump, you come here and jump up, place the cam, and this cam is pretty useful. I found out there you can just watch pretty much this side, elbow, and screens as well, which is really, really useful. And since there will be a buy time wall around here, you just want to wait for that to go out, and then you place your trap wire right there. And if they are pushing this site, place the smoke, and I show you what happens when the team pushes. When the team pushes, all you have to do, come around here and look your cam. When they start pushing, they'll go through the trap wire, then just smoke, shoot them. And if you hear some coming ramps, you can hide around here and you won't be seen, or you can hide here and just wait for them. And then once they go through that trap wire, activate the smoke and just shoot. And this is both of these trap wires are really useful to holding the site, and the other team can't really do much about it. And now I'll show you the advanced setup for A. Alright, for the advanced setup for A, this one is a really useful setup, and if you've used the basic setup for a while, they're not gonna expect this one, and they'll expect you to be up on heaven, which you won't be. And that's the really good part about this, because it baits them to come up here and kill you. For this setup, it's basically a one-way, but you want to put your cam there, same spot as before. Then you want to put your trap wire here. Don't place any smokes there. And then you want to place your trap wire there so you have more time to do your one-way. Then you just want to jump down here, and you want to come here, stand somewhere around here, and you want to look at this spot here. This is pretty much just trial and error. There's no real spot to do this, but you basically want to throw your smoke around somewhere around there, and it should fall into there pretty quickly. I recommend doing 2 smokes for this. You can keep 1 smoke just in case, but 2 smokes is really good. And I'll show you what happens when they push. So what happens when they push? They're gonna push. They'll either go up ramps, they'll get trapped by the trap wire, they think you're there, so they'll move back, or maybe they'll go heaven, maybe not. And another one will push on site, and this is the really good part, because you'll be standing right here, watching them. And once you know they start coming on site, all you have to do is activate the smoke and just shoot them from under. And this is a really useful one, because it blocks any sight from tower or heaven, and you can kill the whole team without them realizing, because they won't know what's gonna happen. But for this smoke, make sure it's not too high up, because then they can actually see you. So I recommend making the smoke pretty low, just like that, and just crouch and shoot, and they won't be able to see. I'll show you what happens when the other team gets hit by a one-way. So yeah, when the other team comes, your smoke will activate. They can't really see you because you'll be around there, and they'll be focusing pretty much on sight and heaven, pretty much. So you're in a bit of a blind spot, and just shoot them, and you will probably get an ace, which has happened a lot of times for me. And now to bind. Alright, for the B setup, it's pretty useful holding the site, but you may want to get another person holding long when you're on site, because you will be just watching Coca the whole time. And all you want to do, rush up here, place your trap wire, put a smoke around here, then you want to come up here and crouch jump on top of this box, get your cam and try and aim it so it's pointing that way. So with this cam, when you use it, you'll be able to zap all the people on long, instead of just being only able to look like right about here. So with this setup, all you do, you just stand around here, and you want to put yourself in an off spot for the other team. So when they pass through hookah, all you have to do is, when they come, they'll go past the trap wire, activate smoke, shoot them, and if there's people coming long, you just jump down. And also, once the timer ends, you want to put your trap wire just there, and then you can put a smoke there if you want, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, I'll show you what happens when they come through. So when the other team comes through, they're pretty much gonna come through this trap. You just activate the smoke, and I'll show you what that looks like right here. So yeah, when they come through it, activate the smoke and shoot them. Sometimes they may go back into out of hookah, but you can just shoot the box and just hold them off sight pretty much. Then use your cam, just watch long, make sure there's nobody there. But if there is someone, you can throw your smoke down and your trap wire, or you don't have to throw smoke, and you can just sit in here because it's wallbangable if you want, and you can just shoot them when they get activated, or you can just come around and shoot them. But this one's pretty safe. If they keep pushing from hookah and you can't really do anything, you just jump down and watch long and pretty much just watch hookah, and it's pretty reliable unless they're all pushing and you're like the only person on site. And now to A. So in A, there's multiple setups that you can do. Basically there's just two. One is an aggressive Cypher setup, another one is where you can stand back and just shoot while they're all in the smokes. So for the aggressive one, which I find really useful for getting aces and wiping out a whole team, stuff like that, you just want to place your trap wire here. Don't place it instantly right there, because you won't give them enough time to push. You want to place it there so they feel more confident. Place it like that. Place a smoke down, and you want to put your wire right on this corner, so right here. You want to place your smoke, and all you want to do is sit in lamps. And if you have a wall bangable gun, you can just activate the smokes and shoot. But normally you just want to step out, smoke, shoot, then once they start pushing, you come around here and you can just shoot like that. Also, I forgot to mention, you can put your camera, doesn't really matter, put your camera there maybe, which I do normally. Bit weird, but it watches over bath. Or if you have enough time, you can jump and place your camera right there, and what that does is the smoke will block anyone seeing the camera, and also it watches pretty much all of sight, which is really useful. But the problem with this cam, it just takes a lot of time to do. So pretty much when I'm always doing this setup, I just jump, place my camera there, watches all of sight for me. Alright, when they're pushing, most of the time they'll just watch corners and stuff. They won't actually look at lamps. They may look at lamps a bit, but if you're not making any noise, they're gonna come. And you'll see them on the cam, so you can zap them, and you can watch this spot here as well, cubby. And they'll go through the trap wire. You'll be standing here, you can activate the smoke, you can shoot them, and when they start going on site, you can watch that. And also if they start going in lamps, you can just activate it, shoot here. If you got a wallbangable gun, you can just wallbang it, and it's pretty reliable. But when they're actually on the site, you want to combine your cam with your actual aim and just zap them and just shoot. So yeah, this one's pretty useful, but it won't actually look at bath. It would most likely just look at here and just stop them from pushing, which is pretty useful if you want to force them to rotate and hold site. Now onto the second setup. This second setup is basically just for ops, and if you want to stay back and just play for picks while holding site, and it's much safer than the other one, but it will get you less kills, but the advantage is you get to watch bath as well. And first of all, jump, place your camera in the same spot, then place your trap wire in baths. You don't have to place a smoke here, but you can if you want. And then, like before, you just place your trap wire just like this, just to make sure they're able to push. And all you do is you stand here, or if you have an op and you want to play it safe, you stand there. And I'll show you what happens when they push. So when they push, pretty much, I'm just going to do it here, but you sit here, they push, activate your smoke, you get to shoot, pretty much all of that. And then if they start pushing bath, activate your smoke, shoot. And basically you just want to watch cubby around there, and you can also watch lamps if you want. And for op, it's pretty much the same thing. And if you want to hide because you're being fired at, you could save your smoke from bath before, use it to rotate around the site, or you can just stay in the corner and just use your cam to zap them and make sure they don't push you. Alright, now onto a map I don't recommend playing as Cypher, Breeze. For Breeze, honestly, I do not recommend playing Cypher in Breeze. I hate it. I hate Icebox and Breeze when playing Cypher, so I really don't recommend it. But you would normally just do the basic setup, I guess. Just, you know, because the problem with Breeze is that there's a lot of open spaces, and Cypher's a sentinel, but he can't hold all of those open places, and it just makes it annoying because they can go anywhere, and Cypher is gonna be kind of useless in defense, which gives him a major disadvantage. But for the basic setups, you know, what you have to do, place trap wire and a smoke at all the areas where they could rush into a site, so just these two. And for this one, make sure you don't put it like here, because they can jump over the box. Put it somewhere like there, or even someplace like that, so they can't push. I think there is a one-way for the smoke here. I'm not sure. I swear there is, but honestly, I'm just not bothered to look at it. I think it's something like this, and get it.
This is a nice spot. This goes here.
Oh, so there is one here.
Yes, this is a nice spot. That goes there. This goes
Ah,
here.
that's pretty useful. But I don't play Cypher and Breeze, so I don't really know. But I'll show you what happens when they're pushing. So when they push this, you just want to stand around here, or you can stand back, so you can see both of the open areas, and you can just play it safely. They push, activate smoke, just shoot. This one, you just either activate these smokes and push, or you can activate your one way, which I just learnt about a second ago, and you just shoot them like that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, best place to put your cam. Honestly, don't know because I don't play this map, but my guess would be somewhere here or somewhere here, because then you can look at the whole site. So let me just try that real quick. That's an alright cam, but yeah, place the cam where you want, just make sure you can see the whole site, like this one. And yep, now onto A. Now A, this is my favorite site in all of Breeze because it's just really good for using a Marshal on op. Like, you can just stand here and just shoot. You can look over a Viper wall and just shoot. It's really good. So where you're going to be standing in this setup is going to be right here, and you can move to box if you want. So pretty much put a trap wire there, put a smoke. This one is a really annoying one to do because you got to wait for the timer. You could do this one and stand here, or just don't do it, just place a smoke or something, or like place your trap wire in the default, so when they push site. But yeah, this is just weird, I don't know. Oh yeah, and a really good cam that I found. You just run and jump, place your cam around here, and you will be able to see pretty much the whole site and hold back, which is a really useful cam, and it's really easy to get to, and it will save you a lot of time. But I'll show you what happens when they're pushing.
We will reveal their secrets.
So when they're pushing, all you have to do, you can watch this spot. You don't really need a trap wire for this, but just watch it, get those kills, you come back, you want, and then you can hide behind this box. If they're pushing from mid, activate the smoke, just shoot them, and if they're planting default, that should go off. You can leave your smoke there if you want, but then you just shoot them like that. So yeah, there's a lot of space for this site, and also another good spot to sit just here, because you can actually see their heads when they plant default. I've gotten an ace from this spot, which is a really good one, and if you save your smokes, you can smoke, just jump around here and just shoot them like that. Alright, now onto a very good site to do, Heaven. Alright, Heaven is a good map to play Cypher on because there are some one-ways on here, but there's only one, but honestly it's kind of risky, and I recommend only doing this one way once in the whole game, because if the other team starts to realize what you're doing, you're gonna die pretty much instantly in the round. So I recommend just doing this at the start of the game, so when everyone has secondaries, just makes your life easier, and don't ever do it again. It's just a play for picks one way. But anyways, for the one way, you wanna place one trap by here, one trap by there. Then you wanna put your cam on one of these little pole things, because the enemy team can't really see them. I like putting mine right there, so you have more of a look inside long, and also sewer. And then after that, you want to come to this pole right here. You want to look at it. Then you want to go to a little bit above the middle of this rectangle thing, and then maybe to the left. And then you just want to place your smokes just like that. And when they start pushing, you tag them. You can see where the actual plant is.
30 seconds left.
If they smoke this, you just wait for them to go past the tripwires, and you can shoot them. And then for the one way, you just stand right here, you crouch, and then you can just kill them like this. But they can actually see you a bit, so only do this once, and they will spray that if they know you're there. But anyways, on to the second setup for A. Second setup for A, this is basically when once you've done that one way over there and you want to try a different one, just place your trap there, smoke, place trap here, smoke, then you place your cam somewhere around here, maybe in the same spot. You can, if you have time, just jump on it and then just place it there. It's kind of hard to do, but yeah, you can place it just like that and watch all of sight. And then really doesn't matter where you sit, because this one's pretty flexible, but you can sit here. I like to kind of sit here because you can watch sewer. I think you can wallbang it, and also you can just watch it. And make sure you tell your team about these trap wires so they can take full advantage of them. So say if one's standing here, they can watch long. You just activate the smoke for them and they will wipe that team out. If one's coming here, activate the smoke, just shoot them. Pretty easy. Alright, now to B. B is a very fun one to do because this one holds most of the sight, and it's also pretty easy. So first of all, place your camera there. Pretty obvious camera, but at least you can see window right there. And then just place trap wire, put your smokes, and place your trap wire over here. Don't have to put your smokes there because you won't be in there, but if you really want to, you can, but just save it, I guess. And when the other team comes, you can tap them and you can come around here, wait for them to push, smoke, shoot them. And if anyone's coming here, you can wallbang it, or you can just stand here and shoot. But if they're coming here, most of the time it means they're going to C, or they're trying to lurk around one of the sides. So if someone gets tagged there, you pretty much know where they're gonna go after that. Alright, now to a setup in C. Alright, so C is pretty open. Cypher is pretty hard to do, but if they're hard pushing C, then it's a pretty useful setup. But mainly you just want to watch long and just make sure they don't come through, and then hide when they actually start pushing. So for this one, pretty similar. Trap wire, smoke, then you place your cam here so you can watch all of long, or you can place your cam in some place less obvious, like here maybe, and you can watch this space over there, cubby. And then same thing with this, you're gonna place your trap wire right there, and you save a smoke if you want. So say you're here or something and you want to move to a place like that, just throw your smoke and then just rotate to here and get a better position. So yeah, now to show you a tip for attacking. Alright, so when you're attacking, the best thing you should do is just place a trap wire head level when crouching
Yes, this should do.
at the site you're pushing, so just at the start. And this trap wire is really useful for just stopping people from flanking. And you also want to make sure you don't put it on the side of any steps, like say this for example, or you don't want to put it too low like that. Otherwise they can literally, so say if the trap wire is there, they can just jump and go around it, or they just jump over the trap wire, which is a big problem I see a lot of people that start playing Cypher doing. So make sure it's just at head level.
That goes
And
there.
even if they break it, you'll still know they're there, so the trap wire still serves its purpose. And all you want to do is you want to save your trap wire, your 2 smokes, and your cam for later. Sometimes before that I'll just show you what happens when you push. So yeah, sometimes when you push, they may be over there, and if you don't want to peek it, you can always just put your cam there, just watch it and then take it away. Then once you actually get a hold of site, you can do a Cypher setup, which is what Cypher is really good at on site. So say, I don't know what is happening there, but say if I plant the spike, you can put something like your trap wire there, you can smoke, and you can smoke. But also when you want to push site and there's a lot of open areas for a place like Breeze or something, you can lock those open areas down by just smoking, activating it, and just pushing. So say if there's someone in heaven, I just throw a smoke and then activate it and we should be good. So that's pretty useful. Alright, since you've made it since you watched this video for quite some time, I'm just going to show you some Sova lineups in Icebox, because why not? So yeah, if you watched this video fully, I said maybe halfway in the video that I like to play Sova on Icebox instead of Cypher, because Cypher sucks on Icebox, and if you play Cypher in Icebox, I don't like you, you're not a Cypher main. Go away. But anyway, no, not to hurt any Cypher's feelings, but yeah, I like playing Sova in Icebox, because who wouldn't want to like kill someone when they're defusing? So it took me around 2 hours, but I created a bunch of Sova lineups, mainly just for A, but I'll show you some for B as well. So with the recon, you know, easy recon, nothing much. And then when your team actually plants on the site, like I'll do right now, you will stay at the back of the site. You can watch flank if you don't have a sentinel, or you can help your team out and then come back. And when it's you versus a bunch of people and you know there's no one flanking you, I've made a really easy double shock dart. So all you want to do is you want to stand on this line right here, and you can tell this line is much different than the other ones because it actually sticks up. Then you want to get your shock dart, you want to put it a little bit to the left of that middle bit, one shot, one bounce, 2 charge, and then it will go on there. And then for the other one, you want to jump here, right here, and then you just want to look at that square, jump, 1 bounce, tap, and it will bounce. Pretty easy. And if you go into a custom, check it out, it's really easy. And I'll just show you what it looks like in real time. So yeah, just like I said, that, 2 round, 1 bounce. I missed, but you see, it worked. It worked. I created a lineup. Let's go. But yeah, it did work. I'm kind of happy with it. And I'll show you a bunch I found in B. Alright, for B, I'm just going to explain this pretty quickly because the spike is going to explode. You want to stand right here and you want to put your charge, so you want to put the top left corner of your bounce bar, your charge bar on the like the little white star over there. 2 bounces, full charge. Then after that, you want to look at this spot right here, and then I think it's 1 bounce to charge, maybe. I think I'm right. But yeah, if you do those pretty quickly, you'll get it. And it's a very useful one, and I will put the creators in the description. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this pretty informative video, and hopefully you become pretty good at Cypher and better than me. But anyways, see ya.
Right. And it goes a little something like